Alabama survives, and once again, Auburn finds another way to lose a close game. Appreciate you guys joining us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Almost to 200K. I think we're almost to 195 right now. We appreciate you guys joining us. And look, I want to start this off. David Cohn, former Michigan quarterback, Blaine Crain, former Western State, Colorado wide receiver. I want to start this off. I don't want this to come off as an I told you so or anything like that, because I was wrong about Hugh Freeze. Now, I can't foresee getting cancer and things like that, but that wasn't the only reason. I mean, Hugh Freeze missed a quarterback. But I will say I've sat here and, I think a lot of Auburn fans are upset about the season, so they get mad at me when I say things that are reality. And once again, the reality hits you right in the face. Auburn cannot make the plays when the plays need to be made. It's a culture thing. And DJ Durkin has been here for that culture. Hugh Freeze was obviously at the head of that culture. And you saw it again tonight multiple times. And I can go through it. And the amount of Auburn fans that were jerking for Durkin just off the rip. That's what I was trying to sit here and say. Like, you got to let this thing play out and see if you can actually make the changes, because those same fans wanted Hugh Freeze to be fired for losing close games, and he should have been fired. I agree with that. But when DJ Durkin loses close games and the defense plays bad, oh no, it's not DJ Durkin. He only had 6 days to figure it out. Well, guess what? It's a culture problem. It's an epidemic within the Auburn football program. And you don't beat that by naming an interim coach. And I picked Auburn to win this game. I'm as upset as anybody else that Auburn lost. But I told you this was going to happen. Literally told you this was going to happen. And then my dumbass went and picked Auburn to win the game. And they didn't find a way. Blaine, I want to start with you. I mean, at some point, playing hard isn't good enough. At some point, the leadership, that is the coaches and the older players, you keep losing. And so when I use terms like loser mentality, and not as individual people, because life is more than a football game, and people just lose their minds. Oh, he called the players losers. They lost again in a game you had a chance to win. So, Blaine, please take it away. Tell everybody how okay it is.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I will say this. I've never seen a team choke through so many games in one season, not even coming from an Auburn fan standpoint, because I guarantee you, if you're not an Auburn fan and if you've watched Auburn play this year, you're too. There's no way. The amount of chances that they had to win this football game and just blew it is exactly what's happened throughout the entire year. And you thought you got rid of it with Hugh Freeze, right? Hey, guys, we found the diagnosis of the disease, where it came from. It came from China. It was Hugh Freeze, but it ended up, it's not only him, it's everybody involved with this program. It need a clean slate, a full wipe. DJ Durkin, look, at the end of the day, you called good defense this year, but y'all still choked in big moments. I watched Bama just walk down the field, 14-minute drive, go for it on fourth down, and you get, man, DJ's part of the problem. The OC, you're not good enough. I didn't see Deuce Knight for one play in this game. And I understand that some receivers dropped some balls, but there was no explosion. I was never afraid of anything at the quarterback position, but I don't even put it on the players. It's coaching staff. And if this athletic director thinks he's untouchable, I promise you, buddy, you're not.
Well, I mean, Cone, again, I mean, it's not all there were drop balls. Like the problem with Auburn is it's not just one thing. That's the biggest problem. It's not just one position group. It's not just the wide receivers dropping balls. It's not just the quarterback room. It's not just the defense when they have to make big plays. This program doesn't know how to win. And that was my overarching message when 60% of Auburn Twitter and all this stuff just thought DJ Durkin was Jesus Christ reincarnate. He was going to come down and just fix it. And oh no, it's Jake's fault. Jake's fault we hired Hugh Freeze. It's Jake's fault the team isn't good. Well, I'll tell you this. It'll be my fault You make me the head coach, I'll do it for half. Then you can blame it on me. But it's right in front of your eyes. It's right in front of your eyes. I was wrong about Hugh Freeze. I was right about Mike Elko. I was wrong about Hugh Freeze. I was right about the situation at Auburn right now. So my biggest thing is you watched it as an outside observer. You saw the same things that I did. They don't know how to win. It's a loser mentality. It's a loser culture. And that was established by Hugh Freeze. DJ Durkin just borrowed it. And that's the truth. And now it's going to cost you John Sumrall, probably. Now it's going to cost you John Sumrall. So good luck. Have fun. Hope you enjoyed beating Mercer's ass. That was fun.
I mean, I don't want it to be overshadowed. What a great football game it was we just watched. Obviously, if you're an Auburn fan, it is tough to lose. But I'll tell you what, to come back from 17-0 was quite impressive. I wasn't surprised Auburn fought, but to fight back from a lead like that with Alabama, and look, I don't think there was an Alabama fan in this state who didn't feel their back against the wall right there towards the end of that game. And quite honestly, they don't look like an elite football team, and I think that's something we'll probably get into tomorrow as they move forward to the SEC.
Oh, they'll beat Georgia in the SEC championship.
I don't think they will. Not with what I've been seeing these last few weeks. I think Kirby Smart's chomping at the bit to get another shot at them, but I know we'll break that down tomorrow. On the Auburn side, though, I mean, I don't really know. I mean, you guys can speak to it better than I can. I don't really know who thought they were magically going to turn the season around because you fired Hugh Freeze. Like
DJ Durkin's the guy, man. Hey, DJ Durkin's the greatest coach. He lost close at Vanderbilt, Cone.
Him being the best choice to be the next head coach, whether or not like that's the direction the program would want to go, shouldn't be relied on if he like magically comes in and wins every football game. Like you can't just like the opportunity to retool your football team isn't in the middle of the season. Like that is built from the off season, and that wasn't magically going to change for them to be like an elite football team.
Yeah, my biggest thing was, the certain mistakes that Auburn's making, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Like you're an undisciplined football team, and being the defensive coordinator, it seemed to happen more when you got that head coach responsibility. It's jumping off sides when it's 4th and 2. It's roughing the passer when it's 4th and whatever.
Which makes sense, right? Like you've been the defensive coordinator, and now you're asked to be the head coach as well.
But but David, hold on. That's not the way this works with an interim. Like he has nothing to do during the game. Yes, because you're responsible for timeouts and things like that.
Yeah, that's when the mistakes happen during the game.
Well, yeah, but like again, we've seen this before though. This is what I was saying a couple weeks ago when all the Auburn fans freaked out. Go back to the Baylor game. The only reason Auburn beat Baylor because Baylor was answering Auburn on offense because we ran a kickback. In Oklahoma, you take the lead left with 6 minutes left. You give up a drive for a touchdown and you lose. You go to the Missouri game at home. You've got a lead late in the game. The defense gives it up again, and we're not saying the defense has played battle. It doesn't matter when you blow it in the clutch moments every single time. That's the problem. Auburn, they play great defense for 40 minutes, but then in the minutes that matter the most, they don't. They play amazing offense sometimes, but in the minutes that matter, they don't. That's the it's not a offense, defense, special teams thing. It's a culture thing. They find a way to screw this up every single time. And you can, and I'm not saying you are, David, but I'm sitting here and watch these Auburn fans try and cope with it by either getting mad at us or deflect it and blame it on somebody else. And again, I will be the first one to sit here and say, Hugh Freeze blew it. He was a disaster. He doesn't know ball anymore. He doesn't. But the fact that you thought, and now Auburn's probably going to be stuck with DJ Durkin. That's probably what's going to be happening. So I hope you're excited about it. I hope you're glad that the almost with DJ Durkin is somehow better than the almost with Hugh Freeze. Because let's be honest, in the first half, the offense sucked. In the second half, if you really, really look at it when it matters, the defense couldn't make the plays. And you know this, David, and you know this, Blaine. Y'all both played at a high level. It's not about what you do every single play. It's about what you do every 3 to 5 plays that matter in the game. and Auburn finds a way to screw that up. And it was on evidence again tonight. I don't know how many times I got to say it. You got to get rid of everybody, dog. Everybody's got to go. They've got to get out of here. And I'm not saying all the players. There's some young players that are really good. But the older leadership and this coaching staff and even the administration, I'm watching John Cohen screw up on 4th and 2 right now. Like, how much losing can you take? Are you happy with this?
Now, I guess my point is that I've just seen it over several different coaches now at this point. I mean, like, how many different cycles are we going to continue getting this thing wrong? And my point on DJ Durkin's like, no, I never even thought that would logically be the next head coaching choice based off his track record at Maryland. Not that he shouldn't get another chance at some point. And again, maybe this will be that chance, and maybe he'll do well, maybe he won't. I don't know. But if the equation was, I mean, just on the John Summerall point, like, what if you just flew John Summerall in the week after Hugh Freeze was fired, and you were like, hey, you got to win all the rest of the games this year and you can be the head coach, or if you don't win them, then you can't be the head coach. I don't think they're winning any more games with John Summerall magically taking over with a couple games.
Well, again, David, you're thinking about that rationally. What I'm talking about is the Auburn fan base and the Auburn administration. I'm not talking about you, because you understand how this works. I'm trying to talk to the Auburn people right now. You have got to get out of this line of thinking. Why would you want to retain a roster that can't win a game that matters? Like, that's my thing. You're talking about roster retention. Dude, these guys can't win. And the players matter more than the coaches. They always have. So, David, you're right, because you know how this works. You're right. Blaine's right, because you know how this works. I'm trying to talk to the Auburn people to understand, yes, I've been wrong before. You've been wrong before. Blaine's been wrong before. Like, Thomas Edison was wrong 999 times. If he quit after he was wrong the first time, we'd never have the light bulb. What I'm trying to tell them is there's a problem culturally at Auburn. There is a loser mentality. You want to know how I know that? Because all they do is lose. That's how I know that.
We've spent 13 minutes talking about a 1-7 team in the SEC. Let's talk about Alabama first.
You're right.
At the end of the day, it's the Iron Bowl. It's always a weird game. I thought that fourth and goal call. You want to talk about stones?
I can't.
You want to talk about
with DeBoer?
Pelotas? Yeah. I mean, just if it's me, I'm kicking that field goal 1,000 times out of 1,000. And look, it's a lot better when it works. We obviously know that. But Cone, like,
was it the wrong call though?
I know that
it worked. I know that it worked, and trust me, like, there was a household here.
Slant.
But like, I'm kicking that field goal.
I'm kicking
that
field goal.
You got beat by a slant, defensive genius.
Cone, if you're an Alabama fan, how are you feeling right now?
I don't feel great, and I'm with a household full of them here, and I've been, and obviously, like, in the heat of the moment, you know, you're losing the Iron Bowl, and they're yelling down the hallway here, we don't deserve to go to the playoff. That's all I've heard for the last 2 hours. So tomorrow things will settle down a bit, and obviously they're going to go to the SEC championship game. And look, to Jake's point, they might go win it, right? They might even be favored in that game, but be honest with me, Blaine. Like, how could you be an Alabama fan and feel really, really good? And it's not just this game. I'm talking about the track record over the last 4 or 5 games. Basically, from halfway through the season, when I looked at you and said, man, Ty Simpson is going to win the Heisman Trophy, they haven't looked like the same team. Now, I'll tell you 2 things, though. They ran it better tonight, and the defense actually looks like the best unit on the field, which has to get you excited. And the Ryan Williams thing, I mean, don't even get us started at this point. It's at this point, like, just don't even bring it up, because he's an absolute non-factor. But I mean, how could you feel great if you're an Alabama fan right now?
The saddest part is Auburn isn't good enough for you to feel great about it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, typically when I grew up in this game, you just win and survive, buddy. And I know Alabama did that tonight, but I mean,
but
you're
it's still
going up against a bunch
game.
of choke artists.
It's still a rivalry game, but I'm talking about the end of this season. You're not playing the best football at the right time, like we say in March Madness.
But David, how many times have we said something like this after an Iron Bowl, and then Alabama goes on to win the SEC championship? Like how many times?
Well, under Saban, it was different. I feel.
Well, I mean, they're in it. Like, they're in it. And I just, again, you want to know why Kalen DeBoer goes for that? Because he knows those guys on the other side don't have the balls to be able to make him pay for it. That's why. You want to know why Talty looks so comfortable tonight? because that's the problem in this rivalry, is they know the guys on the other side don't know how to win. They ain't got it in them, from the coaches to the players to whatever. They just don't have it in them. And you can be upset about that and say, oh, Jake, you're such a bad person for talking bad about these players that are making millions of dollars now. The proof is in the pudding, man. Like, at what point is Auburn going to grow up and realize this shit ain't about
Auburn
feelings,
again?
dog?
How did this come about Auburn again? We
No,
just talked about Auburn for 14 minutes.
Blaine, be honest with you. If Auburn was a 9-3 team that Alabama beat tonight, you're probably feeling a lot better right now with this same score than you would.
Yeah, if my grandmother had wheels,
you
she'd
beat
be a
up
bike.
on a bunch of blind kids that don't know how to win. That's what you did. It's like that movie Heavyweights. You remember that movie Heavyweights?
I do.
When that other camp comes in to play softball against some
They're
cone,
the worst.
and they just beat the shit out of them. They weren't probably feeling better going out there back on the bus.
Tony
right?
Perkins
You had a
was
bunch
just
of
trying to help
overweight
those
kids at a
man.
camp that didn't want to be there.
Yeah, he was.
This
Just
was
trying to
just
help
the
those
most
kids.
Auburn game.
I mean,
it's the hope that
truth.
kills you.
Choke
It's the hope
artist,
that kills
dog.
you.
Like,
you've been choking the entire year. It's not surprising.
No, every time.
It's just,
literally.
I thought
every time.
I thought Ty Simpson played a hell of a football game.
Yeah, because he got knocked around earlier.
I really did. He was getting beat up back there. Trust me, if DJ will bring anything, he's going to bring the pressure. The throws he made under pressure, that first one to Horton in the back of the end zone, I mean, that's a Heisman-worthy throw to me. And it's crazy that Alabama, look, even going back to the Eastern Illinois game, I know Ty didn't have a great game, but they're starting to figure out the run game a little bit. I know Jam Miller went down, and that's a bad loss. But if they can figure that out and not even just be like balanced, but somewhat close to it, that's going to open up a lot of things. And if this Bama defense keeps playing like this, I'm telling you, they can play with anything.
Especially when they run behind Proctor on the left side. And Ty taking off, too, was a huge thing tonight.
It was big. It was big. I want to ask this last question before we go out. Make sure you sub. And Blaine said this before the game, and I think there's actually some truth to it. I want to start with Cone, and then I want to go with Blaine. Cone, if Auburn would have won this game, I think they would for sure hire DJ Durkin. Did Auburn, in a weird way, actually dodge a bullet with this one? And you understand what I'm saying? Did they in a weird way dodge a bullet with this one?
It's impossible to tell, and we're going to be talking about this at some point tomorrow whenever the Lane Kiffin news officially drops. There is no surefire home run hire anymore, which means there's also no disaster hire, to be honest with you. I mean, when three LSU coaches in a row won national championships, and one of them's Ed Orgeron, and then you steal the winningest coach in Notre Dame history, you got to be feeling pretty good about yourself. Instead, he gets fired after 2 seasons, and now everyone is fighting over Lane Kiffin, who's never even won a conference championship game. There is no sign, especially in this era, when the transfer portal's wide open and NIL's wide open. I have no idea what DJ Durkin could do at Auburn as a next head coach, and I have no idea. Y'all could hire Nick Saban, and he might be past his prime at this point in this NIL era of college football. I'm sure you'd love to give it a try, but still, there is no home run right now.
Blaine, what do you think?
Well, the only thing I can really go off is past experience, right? And he failed at Maryland, failed miserably at Maryland. I don't think he's a head coach. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be against him having a DC. I'd have to get over it. I need a couple days. But I don't think that would be the worst thing. I agree with Cone to a certain extent. It's impossible to foresee that. At the end of the day, you just have to get on the wheel and hope you hit one right. I think there are some good candidates out there. I like Alex Golish. I think he'd be a great fit with Deuce Knight. You could keep Durkin as the DC. It's just I can just go off what the past was. I think he failed at Maryland, and I just don't think he'd be a good fit at all.
All right, well, let us know in the comments. What do you think? I mean, just anything, let it fly. I mean, at this point, it's all fair game. We appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be monitoring the coaching search. We'll see how it ends up. A lot of rumors flying right now, but as usual, we appreciate you guys. Without you, there would be no us. And make sure you're locked in for more Crain & Company. Got a big Sunday as well planned. All right, check you later.